This isn't a small SoundCloud rapper. Like, he is a huge big boy, like big boy, not physically big boy, like, but he's a huge rapper. Huge. I'm not God, I'm just thinking back about it now. I'm like, how did this happen? How the hell did this happen? Hey guys, how are we all? I hope we're doing amazing. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys a story time video, and this one is going to be about the time that I partied at a rapper's penthouse with my friend. I never thought that those words would come out of my mouth, but yes, it is true, and I'm gonna be sharing it with you guys now. It all started when I started hanging out with this girl called Angela. She's like, you know, I'm going to this rapper's concert, you should come. And also that there's an after party at a certain club. Let's call this club Diamond, and let's call the rapper Fister. Why? I don't know. She's like, I'm going to Fister's concert and there's gonna be an after party. Don't know if I'm gonna go to the after party, but definitely gonna go to the concert, so you should definitely come. And I'm like, alright, bet. I'm looking at the concert tickets and I'm like, you know what? I don't really listen to Fisty as much as she does, and I'm just like, you know what, like, you go, you enjoy it with your friend or whatever. And then she's like, you know what? I think I might go to the after party and the tickets are a little bit cheaper. He's gonna be performing at Diamond as well. I just had this feeling come over me where I'm just like, this is gonna be a really fun experience. I listen to his music, he's really awesome, so let's go to Fisty's concert or after party at Diamond. She's going to the concert first, so it's the concert and then the after party, obviously. So I'm still at home, I'm, you know, getting ready, and she's messaging me. She's like, oh my god, this concert's really fun, it's going really well, and I'm gonna let you know really soon when we leave so you can leave. So I'm like, alright, cool, bet. Radio silence for like half an hour, and I'm like, oh my god, what is going on? Like, look at my phone again, and it's a message from her, and she's like, oh my god, like, they're taking my phone away. I'm basically been brought backstage to his concert. I was on his stage, he took me out onto the stage, and I was dancing and stuff with him. I'm literally on my feet, I'm freaking out, I'm like, how? And I'm just like, oh my god, and she's like, oh my god, they're taking my phones, they're taking our phones away, like, I don't know what to do, like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, just as soon as you get your phone, just let me know. So I'm sitting there, and it's like another half an hour, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, 15 minutes, I'm sitting there, and I'm like, am I even going at this point? Like, what is going on? And I get a text from her, and she's like, hey, oh my god, okay, so we just finished, I'll tell you all about it when we meet. I'm leaving now, so, you know, get there as soon as you can. So I'm like, alright, cool, oh my god, this is amazing, this is happening. And by this time it would be already midnight, and I'm like leaving my house. I'm like, alright, cool, let's go, let's party, I'm freaking ready. We get to Diamond, and she's like, this is crazy. So she told me all about it. Basically, she was at the very front row, and the security guard saw her, and he was like, you go up there now. And she's like, what about my friend? They're like, no, just you go up there now. She's like, oh my god, what the hell? So she comes up there, she's dancing, and she's all by herself, like in front of all these people. There's like a video of her just like filming this entire thing, and he's just like rapping right in front of her. This isn't a small SoundCloud rapper. Like, he is a huge big boy, like big boy, not physically big boy, like, but he's a huge rapper. Huge. I'm not I'm not saying anything, but like, god, I'm just thinking back about it now. I'm like, how did this happen? How the hell did this happen? So anyways, we go into the venue. It's already packed out because people normally come at like 10 or 11, and we're kind of there around midnight, so whatever. It's packed, but you can still kind of go through into the front. The club isn't small in itself, but it's just like a more intimate setting in comparison to a huge concert. So we're really excited. We really wanted to go to the very front. There was a security guard to the right of us and to the left of us, and that's the stage, right? And then there's like a whole bunch of people, but it's not regulated. It's just like kind of like a club. And you know how there's different kind of crowds that are like really like packed like so super close knit that it was like super hard to get in? This wasn't the case. It was kind of like you can just kind of weasel in, and like no one would really mind. So we basically went left and then right, and then we started standing kind of next to the security guards, and they're like, you can't stand here, like this is the place for people to walk past. And so we go left, we go right. We literally do this about 3-4 times because we really wanted to be at the front of the stage, especially for me because I've never seen him live. We end up going to the very front of the stage, right? And this is before he's performing. He literally comes out, and it is so freaking intimate. Like, he's literally like this. And so he's rapping, he's singing all his songs. I like sing to all of his songs, rap to all of his songs. I'm just vibing. We're just having this huge vibe, and you know, he's playing all the hits, all of his huge freaking songs. There are like girls to the left and to the right that are kind of already been pre-selected to go up onto the stage. We were kind of standing really close to those girls, but they were kind of standing like that. They were facing the crowd. And I was just about to say the rapper's name, oh my god. My friend Angela's kind of like upset because she's like, damn, like I wish that we got in. We literally see a security guard and he looks at us and we're just like, don't mind if I do. And so I'm literally just following Angela and she's like, okay, I got this. So she literally goes towards the security guard and she's just standing next to him, like literally just, you know, standing next to him. He's like, you, like, go up. And I'm like, god damn it, how do you do this every single freaking time? At that point, people really wanted to get up onto the stage. And this is the setup of the stage. There's like a stage, right, to perform, but then there's like a DJ booth and it's kind of like a second stage at the top, so there's like kind of two stages. And so you can go on the top stage where he was performing when no one was really in that kind of space. There's like a second sort of DJ sort of area where his security guards, where his managers and all of that were kind of chilling, and it kind of looked like they were taking more people in. And so when the security guard was like, you come up to my friend Angela, people started seeing that because it was really packed at this point. It was Angela and then someone else and then me, and then there was like people kind of like around, and then as soon as that happened, like literally people started going up onto the stage, and like the security guard was like, all right, go, like whatever, go, and I'm like, what the hell, no, like, and I'm like, I need to follow Angela, like I don't want to be by myself. I was literally just behind her. There was like a blonde girl in front of me and he's like, okay, like he literally says, okay, last person, and he takes her hand and he brings her up, and I'm like, my friend is literally just there, and I look at him and he's like, all right, go. And so he like lifts me up and I'm like, oh my god, we freaking made it. So he's still performing, mind you, but he's gone from the main stage to the DJ stage. He's like this much higher, so literally you can like touch his hand, right? So there's people all in front of us, like all of the crowd of the club, and then there's like that little stage where, I don't know, I want to say 25 or 30 or 35 kind of people were let in. I'm just like, this is insane. And I look up, Angela has gotten up to the actual DJ stage. So now there's a DJ booth where Fister, did I call him Fister? Fister is performing, and he's still looking at the crowd, but then like where he was performing at that stage where we just got let in, like that's like another kind of crowd now, like another kind of audience. So he's kind of performing there, but then Angela got let in behind Fister, so she's now standing behind him in front of the crowd as like a girl like dancing and stuff with like all these other hot chicks, like hot as hot. I'm like, oh my god, like I need to follow my friend, like I'm literally there by myself, and I'm like, at this point I'm like, what is going on? Do I film Fister? Do I try to find like the spot where like, you know, she got in, or do I just enjoy myself, be in the moment? What do I do? So my first thing was go right up to the DJ booth. So there's like a curved booth and I'm standing in the middle of the straight curve. So at the point of like, it's kind of the most furthest away from the main stage where my friend Angela was. And so for me to have had like to like sneak in, I would have had to go either to the left or to the right, because at that point, that's where, you know, the entrance into the backstage stage kind of is. There were security guards standing at each spot. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna enjoy my moment. If I don't get let in, I don't get let in. Like, I'm literally just here for my favorite rapper. Like, he's honestly one of my favorites. His songs are great, and I am literally just glad to have had the opportunity to be there. So I'm like, what? Like, whatever. Like, I'm just standing right in, like, literally right in the middle, and he's standing right, like, so he's literally like here. I'm not even joking. He's looking out into the crowd, he's looking at all of the girls, he's looking behind him, looking at the girls that are dancing, and you know, he's just having a good time. So people are like reaching out to him, he's touching everyone, and I reach out and he literally touches my hand, and I'm like caresses my hand, and I'm just like, is this real life? Like, is this some sort of a joke? Because this can't, like, I thought that I was in a dream. His skin was glowing, he had like his chains on, his like freaking watches, like he was iced out, he was dressed really nicely, he just looked clean, you know what I mean? Like, he was just glowing. I look up at my friend Angela and she's like, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, like we should go behind stage, and I shouldn't be left alone, you know what I mean? So I sneak to my left, And I see this girl who's absolutely drop dead gorgeous. So she's standing sort of to the wall, close to the security guard, and I managed to get into where they are standing, right? She's basically like, can I please get in? Like, please, like, can I? And I'm like, hey, can I get in? My friend is literally just there. And he's like, no. And then he looks at the other girl and he's like, no. And he just was not letting anyone in. He was like, that was the last person, like the other person who kind of got let in, that's it, like whatever. And as I was saying, the manager, like he points around to my direction. Like the rapper points to my direction. Like I'm actually not making this up. Like he points to my direction and whispers something into his manager's ear, and the manager walks out into the stage, around, goes outside sort of, and kind of behind to where I'm standing, and just sort of looks at me and is looking around that area. For what reason? I don't know. Yeah, and I'm like, can I please get in? Like my friend is literally right there. Like I asked 3 times and this chick asked 3 times and he's like, no, 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 no. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm literally just standing where he's performing and now to his side. And my friend's like, don't worry, like I got this. And so she starts talking to one of the people that are on, I was just about to say the rapper's name again, on Fista's team. I really hope that there's no rapper called Fista, or there's no big rapper that rhymes with Fista, so you guys think that it's the person that rhymes. The name has nothing to do with the actual person's name. Anyways, whatever. The performance ends and I'm like, wow, so I'm really just gonna be left here, because she was kind of texting me and she's like, oh, like they're probably gonna let us in backstage. And I'm like, oh my god, like I wanna get in. And so I'm just talking to the guard and Naz is like, 1 second, like give me 1 second. And I'm like, what is going on? So I'm just standing there and the security guard sort of looks at me and he's just like, and then he just walks off, like kind of to the point of like, all right, you can go in. But I was literally just standing there because I'm like, I'm not like, and the other girl just walks in and I'm just like, I'm not about to, you know, get tackled by a security guard. Like, I don't know what any of this means. I'm just standing there. This isn't the guy that was checking me out before. This was someone else on Fista's team that was talking to my friend Angela. And so she's just talking. And then she looks at me and she's like, calm, like, and I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like being let in. So I like go in and I'm just like, okay, so this is literally my life right now. The curtains close. There's like a booth and there's like a lounge, so sort of. And Fista's sitting at the top already with like 3 girls to each side and they're just talking casually. As you turn right, there's like a bar. Angela's sort of standing kind of close to the lounge where Fista is. She's not at the top, she's just kind of sort of in the middle. And because she's talking to one of the guys, she can stand there. And so I was trying to stand there and a lot of other people standing because it's really kind of close to Fista. And people like, you guys gotta move, like move onto where the bar is. That's what we did basically. And I ordered myself a vodka soda lime and I was just standing there and I was just watching my friend Angela because she's just having the time of her life, like with this, you know, guy just talking and stuff. And I'm just literally standing there like drinking my drink, and then this guy comes up to me, short guy, brown hair, looks at me and he's like,
hey, want some Molly?
I'm like, no. No. Like it was the weirdest thing ever, and like I just turn back and I'm just drinking my drink and I get another drink and I'm just like, I'm having the time of my life. Like I'm lit, it's a good vibe, people are talking, and like it's just, we're having a good old time, you know what I mean? All of that is going down and then all of a sudden we just get told that the party is ending. So we're just like, oh, okay, cool, well this is fun, let's go home. I try to find Angela when they're like, all right, bye guys, see ya. And people are getting kind of led out onto the main stage, back onto the club, right? But because my friend is talking to this person, this guy that is a part of Fista's team, she's like, come on, like, and then he's like, oh, she's with you? And Angela's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, cool. We start walking out of the bar in the other direction of the club back into like the backstage area. So we're literally getting led to where the parking lot of this club is. This is the funny thing. So even at this point, all of the management, all of the security guards were leading these people. They were all getting led to one particular spot to go to the parking lot. And there were 2 kind of ways. There's like an inconspicuous way and like one main way, right? Everyone is getting led the inconspicuous way and we're at the very front of the line. My friend is like, no, I can't go because my friend is still at the club. We literally were there with the girl and she decided not to come up. We're like, no, like we can't go without her, obviously. So we end up going back from the inconspicuous way onto the main way. This is a club that's like inside of another area. So basically she's standing outside of the club, but she's still inside, and there's like security guards there, but they're like part of the club security. She's standing there and Angela's like, come on, like we can't leave you, let's go. And she's like, no, I'm not going, like I need to go home. Angela's like, no, like we're literally just going to the parking lot, like just to see what happens, like let's go. So this girl just like runs in, but she didn't want to get tackled by security guards, so she didn't really know, but like she kind of started walking and nothing was happening, so she just kind of joined us and started walking with us. At this point, we were at a crossroads to the inconspicuous way and the main area way. As she came to us, we turn around and Fista is right there. Fista literally is right, like Fista, like an actual, just imagine your favorite rapper, right? Just imagine, right? It's right behind you, and what do? Tell me, please tell me what you would do in this moment. I shout myself. I look behind and I'm just like, okay, hi daddy. We're being alert to what the security guards are saying and doing. I'm just like, direct us, like I don't know where to go. And they just like, go. So instead of taking the inconspicuous way, they take the main way out. I don't know why, like to this day I'm still like, wait, what? Okay, so this was a moment that I will never forget in my entire life. You know those paparazzi photos of like rappers and there's like two girls to each side? That was literally me and Angela. So he starts walking and we're just like, what do we do? And the security guys are like, just go. Like he's walking, right? And this is me, this is my friend Angela. Guys, on everything, this is what truly happened. We're walking out and this is going on in slow motion in my head. Just picture this, you guys. There are paparazzi standing in front of us. And the security guards, they don't flip. Actually, they don't flip. That's the thing. That was the cool thing. They were like, we told you guys, no photos. And they just put their phones down. So I'm not sure if they were paps or just fans or something, right? Because they were being really nice about it. Like they were really like, no photos, please. Like it was the weirdest thing. We're literally walking down and I'm like, what do I do? What do I say? How do I act? We go down and he's just standing on the escalator, just chilling, like vibing or whatever. He goes down and then disappears into the parking lot with his security guards kind of covering him, and he gets into his really nice car. Like, should I say it? I'm not gonna say it because but technically I don't know how it works, but it was like, it was a Rolls Royce, okay? It was a Rolls Royce and it was beautiful. What, right? So he gets into his Rolls, and so there's a white van, and by that point a crowd has collected where the parking lot is. People kind of want to take photos with him, so he gets out of his Rolls and starts taking photos. What had happened was girls were getting selected randomly. So security guards were looking at all these different girls and he's like, you're chosen. Literally, he was using the word you're chosen. You are chosen, right? So because my friend had been talking to this guy, he finds her again and he's like, you're coming with, like you're coming. I don't care, like you're coming with us. And she's like, I don't know. Like she was kind of not sure. And her other friend was like, you should go, please go, like have fun. Like this is literally your favorite rapper. Angela's like, okay. I'm still standing where, like with this other girl. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like she's getting picked. I had such a freaking blast. I could not imagine anything like topping this. I'm like, all right, let's go. So I'm going out with her friend and I'm about to catch the Uber. At this point, the security guards are like, all right, like guys, sorry, unfortunately you have not been chosen, so please exit the premises. Exact words that he said. Everyone is walking out, it's getting empty. From the corner of my eye, I see Angela and I'm just like, girl, what are you doing? And she's like, only if you come with me. Like I want to go, but like I don't want to go by myself, to be honest. Like please, can you come with me? We start walking to the guy part of Fista's team. She's like, oh, like this is my friend. And he's like, oh, I want you because you have like such good vibe. And she's like, okay, but like only if my friend comes. And he's like, yes, like you guys, you have a good vibe too. Like everyone just has a good vibe. Like those two, yeah, cool, like let's go. He starts talking to the person in the van and there are no spots left. Tell me why he turns around, and this is Fista's Rolls Royce and he's already in the car waiting to be driven to his hotel. Tell me why he literally takes me and my friend Angela, puts me into the window and is like, these girls really want to go for a ride. Can we go with you? Can they basically go into our car with you? I specifically remember Angela's face being kind of closer to him and I'm sort of on the side and he's saying something and I'm literally shutting off. Like I'm just like, this is not my life. Like, where am I? What is my name? How did you know that lady with the freaking calculations and stuff? That was me trying to figure out how I ended up in this position. I'm also drunk. So I bend down. This is a true story. Basically, later on, my friend told me what happened, and I'll tell you after this. But so I bent down, I put my head like close to him, not inside of the Rolls Royce, but just like to talk to him. And his face is literally there, and he's staring me right in the eyes, and he's smiling. And I'm like, hi. And he's like, where are you going? To me. And I'm just like, and I smile. And then as soon as that happened, like split second, he's like, we're not going anywhere until these two girls go, like the guy from the team. So the Rolls Royce literally left after that conversation. We were let in to go into the van. So basically what happened was the guy was like, oh, these two girls want to go, and like there's no room in the van. Can they go into the Rolls Royce? And obviously, like, I don't even know why he asked that, because like, why would Fister like let these two random girls go into his Rolls Royce that he doesn't even know? He basically said no, but he's like, they can go into the van basically. And my friend is sitting in the van. It's starting to jet off, and she's like, what have I done? What am I doing? Why are we here? And I'm just like, let's just go with the flow. Nothing wrong is happening. We're literally just dancing, and we're gonna go after like an hour. We just want to see what is gonna happen. I just wanted to be there to hang out and to see what is like literally partying at a penthouse, and go inside into the hotel, right? This is the lobby. And Flipper is talking to the receptionist with his like 3 security guards and like management and stuff, and they're just talking, and it's for some reason taking a really long time. So first, we get let into a really kind of small room. So this isn't the penthouse yet. Everyone is standing at the lobby, and the management and like all the security guards are like, all right, cool, it's time to go up. And just like, what do I do? I'm like, nothing is happening. Like, there's literally 30 people around. Guys, girls, management, security guards, like nothing. Like, I felt safe because there's like a huge group. We get let into one lift with Flipper, and there's like another lift with other people, but we're getting all sent to the same kind of room, right? I'm literally in the lift, and there's like all these people, and it's really quiet. It's kind of awkward because it's like all of these random people, and Flipper just has like such a chill vibe to him. He's just like he just is a really happy, chill person. So he was just standing there, and he's just like, I was like looking at the intricacies of his arms, and I'm like, how is one of my favorite rappers literally standing in a lift, and I'm looking at like the details of his hands and his arms. He was like talking to management and like saying all this stuff, kind of joking around. So we get led into this room, but before that, there are security guards standing at the very front of the room, and there's 2 buckets. And if you guys have seen these rapper story times, you already know what's gonna go down. They're like, give us your phones basically. We literally put all of our phones in the buckets, and like this guy that is talking to Angela is like, don't put your phone in your pocket, just put it in your bra, it's fine. And I didn't have a bra, so I was like, whatever, I don't care. So we get led into the room, and Flipper gets in, and he starts going for like some alcohol, and there's like all these girls sitting around at the table. He's standing with a bottle pouring something, and then there's like 2 girls standing next to him, like that were part of, you know, the girls in the concert, and talking to him. And I'm just like, what does one say to a rapper? Like, I didn't even know what to freaking say to someone that you have been listening to for years. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't say in these situations like, oh, you know, my favorite song is this and this. Like, what do you say? Like, oh, you liking the weather in Sydney? Like, it's just the most bizarre thing in the entire world. So like the atmosphere of the room at that moment was very tense and awkward and weird, because no one was really talking. Everyone was just chilling and like kind of talking to themselves. There was this one girl in the corner, which later on my friend was telling me that the guy, let's call him Tom. So Tom was telling Angela like, oh, you know, like I don't even know how she got let in here. Like she's completely out of it. Like what the hell is wrong with her basically? There was like a chick sitting there, and she was literally just like this, like rocking back and forth and just like looking into the distance. I don't know what was going on there, but she was just sitting there. And because the room was kind of cramped, like literally Flipper was like on this side of the room towards the very back, kind of close to the windows over here, and he was talking to these 2 girls, and then there was like kind of a table here, and most of the girls were around the table, and then there was like a bedroom and like a bathroom here, and it was like a really like much smaller room basically. So where I was standing was kind of close to the table, but I wasn't sitting around the table. I was standing close to where the mini fridge is, where all the alcohol is. And so I was standing here, right? And if I turned to the left, I would see Flipper like maybe 5 meters, 4 meters away, like literally like talking, like I could probably hear their conversation. And so yeah, he was talking to these 2 girls. And so I was standing here, right? And then my friend Angela was standing right next to me, and then Tom was standing sort of here, and then there was like a mini fridge here. My friend Angela, I was like, what? Why? she literally turned her back to me. She started talking to Tom, and I'm like, I'm literally left out of this conversation. So I was just literally standing there. There was this one girl here, and I started talking to her, and then there was another girl here, and then the rest of the girls were kind of like around the table. So just talking and stuff. And then Hot Girl Summer by Megan Thee Stallion starts playing. I just remember this moment specifically. Vibes started playing, and I started rapping like Vibes by DaBaby, and then Hot Girl Summer by Megan Thee Stallion came on, and I started rapping all of that. And Tom is like, turns around, like looks over to me, and he's like, I like your vibe, like I like that, yeah girl, yeah. Like he started like hyping me up, and I'm like, Hot Girl Summer, and we're having like a little moment because, you know, he starts talking to me. I turn my body around where Flipper is. So I'm literally standing like this, right? And I'm talking. From my peripheral vision can see him walking, approaching us, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm just talking, and then I feel literally his hands like this on my waist, like this, literally like this, like on my waist. He was literally so gentle. Looking back at it, how was I so chill? He needed to go to get, like, open up another bottle, right? So yeah, he moved, and I like moved out of his way. He turns around and he opens the fridge. Angela's back turns to me. So at this point, I can't hear anything that they're saying. Angela was telling me later on that they were like kind of making a joke. They were like, oh, there's no bottles here. Like, where would the bottle of like whatever be? And Angela's like, it'll be right there. And he's like, no, it wouldn't be there. Like, why would it be there? Like, as a joke sort of. So they open it and it's there, and then they like all laugh about it. So I literally said no words. I could barely hear what they were saying. So I was just like, Hot Girl Summer. And then I started like talking to these two girls that were standing in front of me, and then he just left, he dipped. I think he was like going around the room or whatever, do you know what I mean? So it was maybe 20 or 30 minutes. Angela's like, I need to go to the bathroom, come with me. We go to the bathroom and we're like washing our hands, and she's like, I need to go. My friend is basically, you know, downstairs, but you stay. I'm like, girl, like we just got here, like it had been 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I just had this feeling that I like should stay. And literally it's like freaking perfect timing, man, because I didn't want to be by myself, obviously. But as soon as I was saying that, there was this other girl that was kind of talking next to us. And then she heard that and she's like, oh yeah, like stay, like you should stay. And then she's like, no, like blah, 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 blah. This girl, oh my freaking God, she was so funny. She was so fun to be around. Like I actually genuinely felt like I had such a good rapport with her, and I was like, okay, this is probably my sign that I should stay just to hang out, just to see. We had not even gotten up to the penthouse yet. It was just like kind of chilling. I think they were maybe preparing the penthouse or whatever. We say goodbye, and from that point on, like I am glued to the hip with Jessica. Absolutely freaking glued to the mother freaking hip. And I'm like, did you come here by yourself? She's like, hell yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, stay with me. Like my friend just left. Like I don't know what to do. Like I feel awkward. Like I don't know even what to say. So we go out, and as soon as we go out, they're like, all right, like it's time to go up to the penthouse. Penthouse is ready. I'm like, oh my God, Angela, if you only just stayed there for like half an hour more, like, oh. So the phones have been transported up to the penthouse. We're in the lift with Fister again, and we're just casually walking. His walk is like this, like it's like really chill, and I'm just like, I'm really feeling your vibes. So we go into the penthouse, and oh my God, it looks like it's half of the freaking hotel. The view is like of just the entire city. There's a huge table full of alcohol, vodka, Red Bull, chips, dip, so much food right on the table. That's like the main area, and there's like a huge window. There's so many things going on, and it is huge. Like you could literally move around. It looks like a house. And this is when things started to turn the freak around. Before it was like awkward as hell, and I was just like, what do we say? It got to the point where they started putting on the music. People started drinking alcohol. The place just started to change. Like there was music before, but now there was like more music. Just legit, we all just started dancing. Flipper was actually talking to the security guards. For most of the night, like from there on out, I didn't really see Flipper. And I gotta tell you guys, that was the most interaction that I've had. Apart from him touching my hips, there was also a moment when he was sitting down like this, and he was talking to his security guards like this. And I was here, and like my ass was literally in his face basically. Like we were kind of close, and like I could have turned around, and if I really wanted to, I could have turned around and started talking to him, right? If I really wanted to, but I didn't. I was like, what if he's checking my ass out right now? Like, you never know, you know? Probably, because what do you know? My fucking ass was like just in his face, basically. And we moved away. That was like the most interaction that we've had. So from that point on, literally didn't see him. He was talking to a few girls here and there, but most of the time he was talking to security guards. Mostly people were just dancing. There were people that were trying to get with the security guards. There were people that were like, I don't know, trying to find I was talking to him. I was just with Jessica and we were just vibing, basically. We were dancing. There was a point where there was a security guard sitting down on the chair, and this person, the security guard, was the funniest person of life. So literally me and Jessica were standing next to them and they were controlling the music, and then we started requesting all this music, and then we were like, hell yeah, like this, and we started like rapping, we were dancing, we were like, and it was just like, literally, like, honestly, it just felt like I was at a house party. No cappuccino. It was so much fun. There were so many good vibes. I was there with Jessica until like 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning. And it got to the point where I was like, all right, I'm gonna dip, I'm gonna go. And Jessica's like, you know what, I'm gonna go with you. So me and Jessica left at that point. After that, I don't know what happened, but you know, we were just literally talking, chilling, vibing. I just had a lot of fun and I do not regret one single bit of it. Like, absolutely every single moment was so much fun. They were so accommodating. Like, there were a lot of girls that were sitting there like feeling kind of awkward because it was kind of like a very intimidating situation to be around. Everyone was just so nice and accommodating, and like, we're just chilling, like we're just fucking like chilling, hanging out, dancing. I always tell you guys that there is a lesson for every single story, and smart people, they make mistakes and they learn from them, but even smarter people look at other people's mistakes or stories and they learn from them themselves. With this moral, I think that, you know, the best thing is to put yourself out there and not be afraid, and try to find one person to cling on to. If, you know, you're in an uncomfortable situation, or if you're in a situation that is intimidating, try to find someone that is going to be with you to support you no matter what. And I think that, you know, God doesn't put you in situations that you can't handle, so there's always going to be some sort of support and stuff like that. Push yourself out there, have fun, and don't be afraid. So anyways guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one. Please make sure to subscribe and like this one, and let me know in the comments down below if you actually like story times. From my views, I can see that you do, so you know, I'm gonna keep making them. So thank you so much everyone, and I hope that you enjoyed this one. Bye.